Ash
Hey,
Davis. Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, right now, tonight on the What If Show, we're joined by one of Alabama's most electrifying basketball talents, from dominating Nashville high school, earning national recognition, grinding through junior college ranks, becoming a star at Auburn, hearing the name called in NBA draft night. Yes, representative represents perseverance, talent, and legacy. I want everybody to welcome Abbeville native, Auburn legend, and former NBA player Chris Porter. So, Chris
What's
Porter,
going on?
introduce yourself. Tell everybody a bit about yourself.
Um, I'm from Henry County, man. Same place you from. Same people. Abbeville, Alabama. Where Gerard, but small town boy. Love the game of basketball, man. Basketball, football, baseball. That was the thing to do around here. Coming up. So, I'm pretty athletic at a young age, so basketball is the thing for me. That was my way of seeing the world. My round basketball has shown me the world.
Yeah, yeah. Man, that's awesome, man. So just kind of tell me a little bit of back. I know you grew up late 80s, early 90s, Abbeville. Tell me a little bit about what it was like growing up in Abbeville at that time.
At that time, man, it was nice. That's what we did. Friday, Saturday, we going to watch Abbeville basketball play. Football, whatever sport it was, and that was the thing to do. That's what my mind was set on. Just growing up, watching people before me, Greg Grimsley, Darcy Grimsley. The name list goes on, man. Some of the people that played before me that I was able to watch. Dexter, man, I'm telling you, man, there was a lot of talent. The guy was talking about Aunt May needed people from back then. A guy was asking me the other day, and he was who was that shooter, and I was telling him because I used to watch them cats. I was the water boy back then. I was telling him wanted to be in the locker room with my uncle Coach Knight.
Okay.
So that's why it meant so much to me.
What's up, man? That's what's up, man. So when you got to Abbeville High School, I know you went to Abbeville Middle School, then you got to Abbeville High School. When did you realize basketball was really gonna take you somewhere?
My father was a brick mason, and he also taught in school too. We taught brick mason in school. So he taught me that you get a trade or if you like basketball, it's something you got to work at. So one summer he just actually made me work to go to a camp. We had a UAB. And it made me work the whole summer. We actually built up a church out in Newville, I want to say. Yeah, and that summer he said that's the only way you're gonna get to go. And it was like $300. So we paid it. When I went, I think I came home with every trophy besides one. They had air conditioned gyms. I ain't had to be out there in that sun working in that heat. So not that I couldn't do it, but I always thought it was a funny story, But I stick with basketball, so I just kept working at it. So
Okay.
what you put into is what you're gonna get out. So every day I had a basketball in my hand. I was at the park playing ball somewhere.
Okay. Kind of take us back through your ninth grade and your 10th grade year at Abbeville High School. Some of those teams that you were on. Kind of talk to us a little bit about the kind of the feel of things during that time period.
During that time, man, I think I was on B team my ninth grade year, and it was actually pretty much just about at least 4 to 12 that played for that won the championship. We came up together in the rec league. We actually grew up together, So we all bought into the same thing, and that's what we wanted to win the championship before we graduated. Lord will, we was able to do that. We put a lot of work. It started then, to be honest with you. It's crazy to say that me and Derek Davis was actually, I want to say, in Miss Andrews' ninth grade class. And I told him, man, my championship was going to be my classroom. You know what I'm saying? So it was, and I think I passed him the book. He didn't even look at it. He's on with you, bro. We going to get that. So, and we held true to that. You know what I mean? Lord bless us. And then we went through the trial, tribulation, played some great people. Those oldest Derek and these man guys that we played against that was talent come through here. Talking about some dogs now,
Yeah.
So you had to come and play.
Okay. Okay.
Frank come out of hell, we played against them dogs. I didn't get to play against Frank. That was Greg though. But there was some people that come from around him, man. I can tell you from somebody in every high school, they had some talent down there. We went up against. They might not have too much help, but they had some talent now.
Okay. So now I want to ask you this question, man. I know you mentioned a few guys who was probably the most challenging opponent that you had to deal with going into junior senior year? On your state championship run. What was the most challenging opponent?
For me, was losing to David Thomas, my junior year. Sophomore, we had Ricky Cooper and Michael Morrison, but my challenge was my junior year. We made Detroit. David Thomas, I actually went up going playing in the NFL, but which he did. That's who I had to go up against to make me come up step and be a man. You know what I mean? We all run up against that talent that's gonna bring it. It's gonna bring it out. So
yes, sir.
yeah, he got the best of it. And I had to regroup and come back. That's what we did.
Yeah. All right. So just talk about a little deeper into that championship run. One thing that you remember the most about state championship.
Man, it was it was a great year for us, man. Every loss that we took, when we took it, we needed it for some reason or so. That was within our team. You know what I mean? It didn't have nothing to do with nobody else. It was within us, just the players. And once we realized what we had, which we already knew, we just kind of took it for granted, so to speak. And then we needed that. When the butt we took, and that's what launched us to like a 15, 16 game run to the championship. Our last loss. We just ran off the next season, just like, man, we're not stopping until we get it.
Yeah.
And we weren't finna we didn't let it go by the wayside. This is the opportunity that we've been looking for, we've been wanting, and we made sacrifices for each other. Brother, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put everything to the side, and everything that matters is basketball. When we get in the court, the line, we got to go get it. And we did that. Everybody had a part to play in it. And they brought us back, a couple weeks back at the beginning of the year. Been 30 years for us, so that meant a lot to me. And it meant a lot to them guys too. They're the ones that showed up and came, man. We had a great time seeing each other. It was a blessing.
Yeah. So what did playing for Abbeville mean to you?
That's a tradition. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people may know, a lot of people may not. Coach Moses Knight was my uncle, so he held me to a different standard. So, you know what I mean? So that was really the go-getter for me. Like, I didn't have I had a choice, and he made me make the right decision playing the game of basketball. So, but he held me to a different standard. He held a lot of guys, and like you say, that coach sees something. That's why he sees something in you. He's gonna push you to be great, and he did that for me.
I know you mentioned your other teammates. Any of your teammates kind of stand out, pushed you the most during that high school run?
I mean, me and Derek was always close. We cousins too as well. But me and Derek, we played travel ball together. I think I was our junior year when they first started coming out. Well, not saying they first started, when we first started playing it. And we played together our sophomore junior year for the Wiregrass wedding. Man, that was actually our junior year going into our senior year that summer. And man, we went all over the place playing ball. You know what I mean? I don't think we only lost one game. That was the first game, which was in Montgomery. We went to Florida and ran off. We ran the Nationals and AAU and all that something. So we always kind of be.
Okay. All right. I understand you earned McDonald's All-American recognition. What did that?
I got recognition. I didn't get the All-American.
Okay. You got recognized.
I got recognition. Yeah.
Okay. What did that mean? Just recognized.
I mean, just to be recognized, man, especially coming from a small town, Abbeville, man, it actually meant a lot to me. Just to be on the list that was, recognized McDonald's All-American, that was big. Yeah, like I said, it was just from playing hard, loving the game of basketball, man. Seeing it out for myself and my family.
Yeah. So at that younger age, I understand, like I said, you were recruited by different schools. Can you talk about your recruitment process and how did they?
I mean, we got letters from everybody, and it really didn't start to. We wasn't heavily recruited till after our senior year. I know Faulkner State offered a whole starting five scholarship to come play ball for them. Like, everybody had a chance to go play ball. So, I mean, but they wanted to start a whole starting five, guys at different places they wanted to go. So we had an opportunity.
Okay.
We had a lot of opportunities, man. It meant a lot, man. But we had put in the work. We all deserve that. You know what I'm saying? So in this space, it speaks for itself. So, and I mean, I had Alabama, Ole Miss, a bunch of SEC schools, Tennessee, Mississippi State. Those schools married that were recruiting. I already going to Auburn anyway. I already chose that was the first college game I went to, and I said that's where I want to go.
Yeah.
You know, so the atmosphere was nice, and I wanted to play. That's what I did. I was able to do that.
Okay. Awesome. Just looking back, once you start, did that add pressure to you, or was that motivation wise?
After the game, quite honestly.
I'll say once you became a star,
Mm-hmm.
did that add any pressure to you, or was that motivation for you?
But it was just, I love the game of basketball. I didn't see it as a star. To be honest with you, I didn't really know what top 10 ESPN was. One of my teammates told me in Auburn. Said, man, you on top 10. What is that? I ain't be watching. I was just love the game of basketball I'm playing. You know what I mean? And they said, like, man, look. I'm like, oh, huh? More where that come from? So, and it just, it just grew from that. I just love the game. Like I didn't care about I really didn't care about the awards. I wasn't trying to just go out and get awards. I just love playing the game of basketball. Still do. So now I'm helping kids coaching. So it was basketball for me.
Awesome. Just looking, I remember you went to junior college. So talk about your time at Polar and how did it mentally and emotionally prepare you?
When you go to junior college, you actually back then, I'm pretty sure it's better now. You had to be a dog, cause you know what I mean. You was different away from home. It's not D1, so you have to come up. Go to school, go to practice, and get it done. That's it. It's just along the road what we trying to get. But it helped me. You know what I mean? I practiced hard no matter where I went and played. So coaches used to tell me, man, you practice our job because it'll make the game easy. When you get in the game, it's simple. But I played the same way. So like I said, it was just a stepping stone I needed to get to Auburn. Like I said, I was recruited from Auburn out of high school.
Now, so when you Polar, like I said, it took you as a stepping stone, but were there any other talents that you developed while you were at your Polar, or anything that kind of
I
developed?
mean, at each level, man, you gotta get better. Especially if you're trying to go up. So it was just all around working on your game experience, competing. That's what it was. I think the year that played my 2 years in Chipotle, I can name, I can remember 6 players that got drafted the same year I did. That played in JUCO ball. Yeah. So it was some talent and going out and competing against guys like that, man. Just we all had to go a different way to get there, but we got there.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
I
know
know.
for sure.
Yeah,
6 between TCC, and man, it was a bunch of teams. Pensacola, four wall. Man, it was just so much talent. Even Jacksonville, they had talent everywhere, man. And like I said, out of that conference, in 2 years I was down there, in the Pan, I know in the Pan, conference itself, it was 4 guys that got drafted. Yeah. So it was some dogs out there just going to get great competition. They love to play the game.
yeah. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I use at Chipola now. Was there any push believing
At Chipotle, say that again.
at Chipola? Were there any coaches, teammates that kind of pushed you or believed in you at Chipola?
Oh yeah, Coach DeCarl Nash, he was there. And then like I said, I still have friends now I still talk to, man. The guys that's true teammate, we still stay together and talk, man. And another dude named OJ, he actually played travel ball with us back in the day with me and David. Yeah. In Milton High School, him and Brad Grant out of Pensacola. We was on the team together. Like we always had a bond, the guys I played with, man, because we all just wanted the same thing. We wanted to win. So we were there for each other, pushing each other. Man. Like I said, it was the competition for me, and it was fun to go all over the world and play all against each other and compete. The game of basketball I love. was.
Now, when you recruited out of school, like school, or did just had your mindset?
Oh yeah, I was going to Auburn. I didn't never waver from when I was there. I was going to Auburn. I mean, it was still people recruit me. I mean, a bunch of colleges came in.
Yeah.
Bunch of colleges. Bunch of D1, Pac-10, Big 12, all of them that came down to Chipotle. But I mean, we already told them. They knew, like, hey, you going to Young, I'm going to Auburn. There wasn't no secret.
Yeah.
There wasn't no waiver. So
All right. So why Auburn? What Auburn from every other college?
like I told you, that was the first place I went watching college basketball game. My father, Coach Knight, took me to a game, and that was the first college game. I don't have to say Shaquille O'Neal and somebody. LSU played Auburn. It was back then.
Yeah.
So and it was, man, the atmosphere. I mean, it wasn't as exciting as it was when I was there, but for me and a kid, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say I was probably middle school. I wasn't in high school yet. I wasn't in high school yet. I don't think I was. I know I wasn't. And it was just, I was just something I want to play here. That's all it was for me.
Yeah. So Auburn, you talk about your athleticism. Do you realize how special years were there?
How many went?
Um, athleticism. Realize how special you were when you were in Auburn?
Just talking about athleticism, just playing the skills.
Yeah. Did you realize how special those years were when you were there?
Oh yes, but yeah, man, I enjoyed the 2 years there at Auburn. That was, man. Auburn was great. I have no complaints, man. We had a great run the 2 years we was there. I went by my senior season because I wanted to be Kentucky, and we did that. So it was just, you know, it was college. That's where I wanted to be at. Like I told you from a kid. So to be in that atmosphere, play there every home game, that was, you know, that was actually a piece of me making before making it to Golden State, before getting drafted. For me, that was one of my dreams.
All right. Can you think about your favorite Auburn memories that still kind of give you chills to this day?
Seeing my face on Sports Illustrated. Somebody was actually was in the bookstore and somebody say, "That's you on the cover of," and I mean, I remember taking the picture, but I, you know, just didn't know it was gonna be on the front. They didn't say all that.
Yeah.
So, and it was like, wow, yeah, that was it for me. I mean, the games, I mean, I love it. It was every atmosphere is different, every time was different, but just that fact that Auburn for me, yeah, that's my greatest, funnest memory.
And that's an awesome one, man. I can remember. I think I was in middle school when you took that picture. You was on the front of that thing, and I remember that being a very famous issue there.
Yeah.
Um, so talk to me about drafting night, the night you got drafted, and what was going through your mind the night you got drafted.
Dream come true, actually. I mean, you know, I had talked to agent. We had an agent at the time, and he was like, you know, somebody's gonna pick you up. He just never said who. We had worked out a bunch of teams over the summer, even at the All-Star Classic we had out in Tempe, Arizona. So I, you know, what I mean, it was like All-Star for college that year. A bunch of NBA teams was there, recruit, you know, basically scouting. So when I talked to so many people, so it was up in the air. You never really know until they just say, "Yeah, this is you." But it was, like I said, it was a dream come true for me, man. Like I said, especially coming from a small town, Abbeville, Alabama, to being drafted to the NBA, it's, you know, that was a blessing.
Amazing. So when you got to Golden State, what was your first real like welcome to the NBA moment with Golden State?
What you mean basketball wise? Just
Basketball wise, yeah.
yeah, it's Ray. It would have been Ray Allen for me
Oh,
when he played with the Seattle SuperSonics. Yeah, it was Ray for me. I mean, I played against Kobe too, but it was Ray was the one who brought me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And but me and Kobe, we always went at it. You know, because he even the same conference we played at least 4 or 6 games a season. So, and he is the Mamba himself. But
Yeah.
for me, it was Ray Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you played the 3-4 position at Golden State.
Yeah.
Talk about just a few of the notable people. I know you talked about Kobe. A few of the notable people that you played against in that position.
Man, Twan was there. He my teammate. He was actually played behind Twan, but at the 3-4, man, it was so much talent out there back then. I mean, the list goes on. I think even Kid Mason that played against us at Oklahoma State, he played for Seattle. He was a dog. Um, we had to beat them in the tournament, but he hooped. He still was hooping when he got in the league. Just guys that I come with like Boosie Thor. It was guys that played in JUCO with me. He was the one. He got drafted. Sean Marion got drafted to Phoenix. He played in the JUCO. We played against each other. Like these guys, we had been up and played against each other way back in JUCO. We went through the same grind to get there.
Yeah.
So I mean, and these guys have talent. I mean, they played in the league for years. I mean, Donnell Harvey was behind me, but he came in my senior year when he went to Florida. He played in the league too. That's my dog. He played over. He's from Custer, Georgia, over there.
Yeah.
He used to play run-off play.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there used to be some dog fights over there. Back in high school, I didn't forget about him. Thinking,
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to have some dog fights over there. And that little hole over there.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, how different was the NBA lifestyle compared to college or compared to Evansville High School?
I mean, you just had to be more disciplined because you still you just gotta be disciplined. You're still working on your talent the same way when you got there. You can't stop. You gotta keep. It's consistent because these guys going at your head the same way, even harder now. For real, it's the best of the best for real. So they got family, they got to eat too, So and then the competition level is at the greatest, at the highest all the time, man. These guys are trying to get it. Like I said, it was a bunch of just so much talent back then at every position. I mean, it's still talent today, but you had to be a dog to get out there and play with them.
So, what do fans not understand about how hard it is to make it in the NBA and how hard it is to try to stay in the NBA?
I mean, it was just staying in. It's just like I say, consistently working on your game, putting in the work every day, staying promising on your dream, doing what you need to do. It's not, like I said, just discipline.
Yeah.
Being focused on your goals. Same thing got you there. You still got to do the same thing to stay there.
Yeah.
Stay motivated. I mean, that's all that was. I played 3-4 years in the league, but I went overseas and I played professionally. I know 16 years. Won 6 championships throughout my career, from high school, starting in high school, all the way to the professional level. So it's been good to me, man, and I love it. That's why it shows. Like I said, with 6 championships, just having good people, working with good organizations. Just people that are doing it the right way, man. And you can have success.
Okay. Now, I know you played in several countries outside the United States. How is that different from playing in the NBA?
Hey, well, the competition level is not as high, but there's still some guys that actually every country I played in, I think they had somebody that played in the NBA. So it's always talent wherever you go. It's not, at every position there's so many, but you run up against some good players. And then like I said, you have Americans. It's just as competitive, to be honest, because they don't want you to come on their country beating them for real. So they play hard.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? Ain't like they got nothing against them, but they just, they competitive just like we are. That's just letting us know that, play the game the right way, you win.
Okay. So, at what moment did you decide, say, "Hey, man, I'm done with professional basketball. I kind of want to pursue some other things"? What moment was that?
It was, the last place I played would have been in New Zealand. I stopped pulling my hamstring.
Okay.
So it was like I said, I was about 16 years in. I tore my hamstring. I was in New Zealand. So it was actually then I said, you know what, I had a good run. You know, especially being athletic as I was, that actually hindered me from the way I like to play. Can I still go out there and shoot and stroke? I still shoot your eyes out right now.
Yeah.
I ain't been dunking no more like I used to back in the day. But I shoot your eyes out, man.
Okay.
Yeah, outside of that, man, it was just a great experience, man. I actually, to be honest with you, wish I took more pictures, as they say now, when I was overseas. Yeah, but it was a great experience. I had fun. China, Philippines, New Zealand, this goes on, man. Puerto Rico, Portugal. Played in so many places, man. It was a blessing. Dominican Republic, it's been a blessing to play the game all over the world. And meet some great people along the way too.
Mm.
Yeah, meet some great people along the way, man. And just like I said, that basketball has shown me the world.
Yeah.
12, 14-hour flights from here to town and all those different places, man. Playing over there 6, 8 months at a time. It was a blessing. It's different. I mean, it's just more so different with the food for me. I mean, the culture.
Mhm.
You can pick up on the language if you're gonna be there that long. You need to speak to them in their dialect. So, like I said, I've experienced a lot, learned a lot overseas, man. Enjoyed it.
So, we're looking at life after basketball. Is it kind of harder than most people think? You know.
No, I mean, like I said, I love game of ball. So now I'm coaching and giving back to the kids, actually helping to rate the party here in my hometown right now, refereeing and coaching and training kids. I mean, it's just your decision of which way you want to go. And like I said, for me, it's basketball. I love the game. I got to be around it somehow, some way. So
Yeah.
I also coached at post grad. So it's been fun. Actually, my first year coaching, we won a championship down in Florida. Coaching as assistant, won. So it's like I said, it's just basketball for me, man. As long as I got that ball around me, helping these kids, trying to live their dreams the same way as I live mine, man, I'm happy.
So how did basketball kind of prepare you for life beyond the game? How did it get you prepared?
I mean, just with everything. Like I said, more so discipline. You got, even though you're going through adversities in the game of basketball, just you translate it over to life in the same way. That was one thing Coach Knight did for us. Life lessons he taught us by just playing the game of basketball, and he carried over to, like I said, meet new people, how you conversate, talk, how you carry yourself. It's just, and you take from it. And, you live with respect. You know what I mean? Honorable. Put God first. Everything happens for you.
Now I want to ask you about. I know in college and some in high school, you had those putback dunks. I want to ask you
Yeah.
about energy and what's the most memorable putback dunk you ever had?
To be honest, everybody's the LSU game.
LSU.
At Auburn, it's the LSU game. Yeah. But it was crazy how it played out. When we was kids at the park, we used to play tip 21. So that's actually how it generated.
Oh, okay.
But me to think, you tell you had to tip the ball and jump and tip the ball
Yeah.
and 21 to make them go back to zero.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. So that's what we played. So that's actually what it started from for me.
Yeah.
And I knew D. Smith was already off. I knew he was off that night. He really went in his J, but he was open. Something said, Chris, he ain't finna make this jump. It's gonna come off. Whichever way it come, go get it. I had already jumped when he was shooting the ball at the same time.
Yeah.
Just so happened, I almost overjumped the ball, like Doc said, but I caught and brought that thing back, man. It was, anybody know really what happened if it happened so fast? Like,
Yeah.
where'd that come from?
Yeah.
But that's actually where that generated from, man. Just
Oh,
if I won't catch it, I was gonna catch it and tip it back in or lay it back in.
yeah.
But I was able to dunk it.
Okay. That's awesome.
Mm.
So when you talk about Auburn and a lot of the people in Auburn, what do you kind of want your Auburn legacy to be?
I don't know, man. I mean, they already kind of, Auburn legend. They brought us back. They bring us back every year, man. And just being a part of this, Auburn is a family, man. And the game, the mark I left there was they know. And it speaks for itself. Like I said, being on front of Sports Illustrated was a blessing. I was there at Auburn. So there's a lot of great talent to come through Auburn, still at Auburn. It's a great place to be. So.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna hold you too long, but I do want to ask you this question, man. If you had an opportunity to talk to a young kid, maybe coming through Abbeville or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and got some of the same talent that you had, what would you talk to him? What would you tell at this moment in his life?
And mom, just keep that basketball in your hand. Stay focused. Education is first. You can't play ball without education now. So that's the most important thing. You're a student before you're an athlete. So you got to get your education because you will need it in life. So that's my main thing. Make sure these kids get an education, man, and try to help them live out their dreams. Playing the basketball, that's why I'm trying to help them. Myself, to teach them the right way to play the game of basketball. And I always talk the right way. And just keep your head straight, stay focused on your goal. Always achieving your goal. One day at a time is all we can do. One step at a time. And you will get there. Stay positive, stay motivated. Keep God first, always.
And one last thing, man, if I could just ask you about maybe one person who kind of put most of your whole entire, who would that person be?
Besides my father, Coach Moses, Coach Knight.
Okay.
Billy Porter, beside my father, Coach Knight, Moses Knight. God bless the day, but he's young. That's always been my mentor, go-to.
So man, like I said, I want to say, man, whole entire time, City of Abbeville, very proud of you as a player. Um, I was glad to get a talk with you guys about
Yes, sir.
growing up and everything, man. Is anything else you would like to add?
No, that was it, man. I thank you for having me on here, man. I sure don't appreciate you.
Man,
Anytime you need my got you, Mr. Davis.
Hey, man. Thank you, man. I need you. Appreciate it, man.
Let me know. All right.
I will.
Yes, sir. We'll be talking, man.
Yes, sir. Good talking to you, man.
All right.